Hi there everyone, it's Sanai here. How you doing? Hope you're having a great day. So I just wanted to hop on here and talk about, just kind of go back to basics really. I want to talk about what it really takes to start, to launch, to build and to grow a successful coaching business. So by successful, I'm talking about a business that you absolutely love, one that you're really aligned with, that you're working with, that you're working in ease and flow in, and one that is making you money, one that is attracting your ideal clients to you. So, the foundational pieces to a successful coaching business really comes down to being able to align yourself with, define and confidently communicate with your people four main things. So I'm talking about aligning with, defining and confidently communicating four key things. And those four key things are, firstly, is who you are. So this is about you aligning with, being able to define and to be able to confidently communicate with your people who you are. And I'm talking about your story. What is your story? What is it about you that makes you the most credible solution for your ideal client? What is it that is your core message? We all have a message in our heart that is our core message. What's yours? So it's about really understanding who you are, what's your story, what's your credibility factor, and what is it that is the message that's in your heart that you want to share. So that's the first one, to get really aligned with, to be able to define and to be able to confidently communicate with your people exactly who you are. The second key piece is what you do. So what is it that you actually do? And this can be interpreted in marketing speak as, what's your niche? What is it that you do? What's your zone of genius? And very often you might downplay your zone of genius. You might not recognize that this, what you do so well is actually a zone of genius for you. You might not recognize it and you might downplay it because it comes so easily to you. So I see this time and time again, that generally the things that you think come so naturally, you think, doesn't everybody know this? Can't everybody see this? Or doesn't everybody do this? No, if it comes naturally to you, then more often than not, it's likely to be part of your zone of genius. So what is it that you do? What's your niche? Being really clear on that is one of the key foundations to having a successful coaching business. It's almost like your USP as well. What is it that stands you out? So the third piece is, all right, so we know who you are, we know what you do, so who do you do it for? So I'm talking about total alignment with and being able to define, having that clarity in your ideal client. Who is your ideal client? Because when you're clear on your ideal client, that makes such a difference to your communication. You know exactly who you're talking to. You know what their pains and frustrations are. You know what their desires and wants are. You know what they need. You're able to create messaging that speaks directly to their hearts. You're able to create offerings, solutions that are completely what they need and that will resonate with them. And you know where they hang out. So by knowing your ideal client, you can create activity that's really focused and targeted and specific. And as you start creating more and more messaging that is so specific and targeted and focused, you start to leverage yourself as an expert. You begin to position yourself as a specialist in that area. And that helps you to stand out, also helps you to charge your worth. If you want to charge premium prices, people love to pay specialists. So it's just about having that clarity in who you are, what you do, and who you do it for. So the fourth piece that is, if you can really align with, define and confidently communicate to your people, this is a really key foundational piece to your success, is your passionate why. I think there it just went for a second. So it's who you are, what you do, who you do it for, and your passionate why. Why do you do what you do? And so many of us have a a big why, why we do this. We want to leave a legacy for our children. We want to, have financial freedom. We want to live a laptop lifestyle. But I'm not talking about that why, because your people don't actually give a shit about that why. That's not important to them. But I'm talking about your passionate why, your mission. What is it about what you do and who you want to help that really cuts to your heart? What is it that you want to eradicate from the world? What do you want people to never have to experience because you know how bad it feels? So it's about connecting to your passionate why. What is that? Because again, when you can connect to that and communicate it confidently, your people will see what your mission is. They'll get it. And also they'll recognize themselves and some of the behaviors that you're perhaps sharing. Perhaps they are in a place of struggle right now where you once were, and you show up, you share your story, you're very clear in who you want to help and how you can help them and what you do. These people who are in the midst of their struggle or their frustration or their challenge, they will see you and see your mission and know that, okay, he's the one or she's the one who can help me get out of this. So it's really important. The keys to building a solid foundation for a successful coaching business is being able to align yourself with, clearly define, and confidently communicate who you are, your story, what you do, your niche and your genius zone, who you do it for, so your ideal client avatar, and your passionate why, your mission. What is it that drives you? What is the purpose-driven reason behind your business? So get clear on all of that, and you will really have some powerful communication and messaging that will resonate and go out there and reach into the hearts of your ideal client. So I hope that helps, guys. I'm going to leave it there for you. If you've got any questions or comments, please put your questions and comment below, and I'll be more than happy to come back to you. So I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.